Good to see all of you guys so early in the morning for the Nintendo Direct Mini that's going to be happening today. So very excited for it. Hopefully you guys are excited for it too. Those of you guys just joining up on this video, if you guys aren't here live, then by all means use the chapters in the bottom section of the video here, a little seek bar, in order to skip to where exactly the Nintendo Direct starts, or hang out and chill with us, because what we're going to be doing right now is just talking about predictions. We're here about an hour early. And I figured it'd be a great time to just overall hang out with you guys, do a little fireside chat, talk about Nintendo Direct, what's happening with third-party developers, what's even the difference between an indie and a third-party developer, what's a first-party developer, what's a second-party developer, a AAA third-party. All right, there's a lot of questions that people have about that stuff, so we'll go over all of it, and of course we'll do a lot of audience interaction too. So absolutely, if you guys want to jump in, drop a super chat, drop some gifted memberships, become a member just like Joel over here, feel free to do so, and we'll get your comments read. So today's going to be a really fun time. Anyway, thanks so much for coming, everyone. Hi, what's up? What's up? Hey, anyway, shout outs to Joel. Let's give Joel a big welcome in the chat for becoming a member today. That really means a lot to me. Thank you so much for that. We've got alerts turned off right now simply because I don't really want to have anything distract us whenever the Nintendo Direct is on. But yeah, it's good to see you. We're seeing every single comment that come on through. So thank you so much. I did see a super chat come on through. Hi, what's up? What's going on? This is Oscar. How am I doing? I'm a little tired, actually. I don't know if you can tell. I'm very tired. I may need to get up and get another coffee, but we'll see. I have maybe like 2 drops left in my coffee mug over here, but we're gonna be good. We're gonna be good. You can see what time it is in my time zone, right there. So we've got that timer on screen. That's real life. That's Mountain Standard Time. So yeah, I mean, I don't know. I was up late just working, and now I'm up here to hang out with you guys and talk about Nintendo Direct while I polish this. So anyway, yeah, it's gonna be starting in an hour from now. So stay tuned, just in case you didn't hear me talk about that the first time. Wow, out of all the comments that I read, that's the one I responded to. Great. When does it start? Okay, great. No worries. It's gonna be a good time today. So we're gonna wait until Nintendo releases that link. I don't know if it's gonna be a premiere, I don't know if it's gonna be a live stream, but I've got Nintendo in the background. We'll constantly refresh, and we should be all set and ready to go. So very excited to see that. All right, Nintendo, let's go. Nintendo Direct. Anyway, so yeah, let's start talking, right? Let's start talking. Let's dispel some of the myths that you guys think are going to happen today. If you guys want to throw out your predictions, I'll easily shut them down, or I'll hype them up depending on what they are. Some people are like, oh, we're going to get, Mario Strikers Battle League update content. And I'm going to say, yeah, eventually. Is Next Level Games co-owned by Nintendo? Or is that honestly third party? I would have to look it up. I'm not the most versed in Next Level Games and who owns them. So yeah, I don't know. But Mario Kart, we're not getting any Mario Kart stuff. Mario Kart Booster Pack, I've seen a lot of you guys ask about that. Like, oh yeah, maybe we'll get a teaser of the new Mario Kart Booster Pack. I mean, that would make sense for a normal Nintendo Direct, but this Direct said they were focused on 25 minutes of third-party developers. So I guess it's time to talk about what exactly that means to us, right? What is a third-party developer? What does that mean, right? So, yeah, Nintendo over here, let me actually pull up their Twitter. I'll pull up Nintendo's Twitter, and I'll give you guys some verbatim that you guys can read off of. All right, here we go. We got this? Yeah. I don't have my green screen on. Whatever. All right. New Nintendo Direct Mini Partner Showcase. Oh, wow. Yeah, right over here. Is on the way. Watch on demand via our YouTube channel beginning Tuesday, the 28th at 6 a.m. Pacific time for roughly 25 minutes of upcoming third-party Nintendo Switch games. So again, they explicitly state it's not a Nintendo Direct that we're used to every year at this time, which is going to be like the E3 season, right? We haven't had E3 in years because of the global pandemic, right? So now it's just like, hey, we're going to scrap together what our buddies are working on. So, hey, across the states or across the country, what are you working on? All right, put together like a 2-minute trailer and we'll feature you, because there's a lot of drought right now in Nintendo's release calendar. So let's figure it out, right? So that's the concept. Bentley says Mario plus Rabbids Sparks of Hope release date. That's a very plausible thing. 100%. That is on my list as well. So we'll go into that in a little bit. But yeah, that's the concept, right? The concept is, hey, we're light on content over here. We're really light on content. We, as in Nintendo, from our first party developers. You know, we half-baked Nintendo Switch Sports. We rushed Next Level Games in releasing Mario Strikers. And the only thing that we're really putting all of our eggs in one basket for is Splatoon 3 this summer, which is in the next couple months over here. So they really have a drought of titles for first party development, right? It's not really happening. So they're like, all right, you know what? Third party, everyone else that Nintendo doesn't own, that's exactly what a third party developer is. It's an independent company. You guys may hear the term indie floating around, and you may hear the term third party. It's pretty much synonymous when you think about it, where the publisher, like Nintendo, doesn't really own that much of a stake that they can kind of tell them what to do, right? Sometimes Nintendo will, like, you know, back or own a small percentage of an indie company in order to, you know, help them out. But that creative freedom is really what makes the indies and the third-party developers have that title, right? Some companies like Capcom, for example, that's a AAA. That's a AAA third-party company. You know, PlayStation, Xbox, Nintendo, you know, they don't own Capcom. Capcom does their own thing, right? And then they distribute it out to all of the platforms. That's and they have a lot of money, right? They got a lot of money. They're a big publisher. They do a lot of their own things. So that being said, like, that's a perfect example of a AAA third party. So if you think of Level 5, for example, that's a third-party developer, right? Like, Nintendo doesn't own Level 5. Xbox doesn't. I think, like, an anime company does, but that doesn't matter in this case. So, like, Level 5, if Level 5 were to come out here and say, hey, everyone, sorry we're late, but we're bringing Yokai Watch back, that would be amazing. And I would literally do a backflip. Because we've been waiting for Yokai Watch 4 on Nintendo Switch to be localized in English, but they kind of pulled out of the United States because their United States branch wasn't really performing. And of course, United States is Pokemon country, so yeah, I mean, we're not really gonna give Yokai Watch a chance here in the United States when Pokemon is really what we like. So that is kind of the reason why they just pulled out of the United States. They're like, dude, you're not performing at all. You're a waste of payroll. I'm out. So maybe if their development team in Japan did some work on it, again, they're third party, it's definitely possible for them to do that. So first party is going to be more along the lines of Nintendo making it, right? That's going to be an in-house IP, right? Anything Mario, right? Anything Mario that's like a main series Mario game, that's going to be like Nintendo taking care of it. Mario Strikers is like, I don't even know, man. That's like Next Level Games, yo, take care of this, because I don't know, because you did the first two and you did a good job, right? Splatoon is going to be first party, right? I want to say Nintendo Switch Sports is first party, like they made that together. And then second party is going to be a concept of where Nintendo owns like a majority share of a company. So I would honestly say that, you know, what's a good example of second party? I know that like Platinum Games was considered third party, like, because they're the ones that make Bayonetta and everything like that, Wonderful 101. Then they almost went bankrupt. Nintendo really bought them out. So that's kind of like a gray area over there on third party or first party, right? Like, what is it, right? So honestly, putting all these companies in a box is, I don't know, there's really no point, because it's like, all right, it's so convoluted anyway. So we're just out here trying to like grasp at straws because we have no idea what kind of games we're going to get. But for a fact, if they explicitly said it's a Nintendo Direct Mini, meaning it's going to be focusing on our partners who are third party, that's just saying, yo, dude, all of you fans that are fans of Nintendo Direct, just like calm yourselves down. We're not getting anything like really huge compared to, you know, like when we got Smash Bros. Character reveals, right? That was huge. Yeah, so are we getting a new Mario game that is like a, you know, in-house Mario game, Mario Odyssey, right? We getting any of that stuff? No, we're not getting into that. So we just got to quell our expectations. So it's honestly third-party developers like Square Enix, right? We can always hope that Super Mario RPG gets a sequel somehow. That would be third party because Square Enix does it. Bayonetta, I mean, that's kind of where I'm thinking right now. And then Mario Rabbids Kingdom Battle or Sparks of Hope, this new game that who's working on that? Dude, I need to wake up. Yo, they flew me out to San Francisco to play their game once. Wow. Ubisoft, that's it. So Ubisoft is a third-party AAA development company that did that, and it was fun. They're great. Like, they take pride in their work, and they really refined the IP. Like, dude, I remember when Mario Rabbids Kingdom Battle came out, and I was actually talking to the developers. They pitched the idea, and then Nintendo's like, all right, we're going to trust you that you're going to make Mario, Donkey Kong, all the entire, like, characters that we're going to give you. We're going to trust you that you're going to make them look good. And you're going to do an awesome job. And they absolutely delivered on that. So I was very happy with that development team. And they really knocked it out of the park with that game. I just wish that, you know, there are certain developers, like, right now that, like, Nintendo just... I wish they would give them a chance. Give them a chance to do what they want to do versus just rush them out the door and saying, yo, this is your release date. There's no way you're pushing this back a couple months because then it's going to clash with another game that we already have set in the calendar, so you better hit it. And that's kind of the mentality that's been happening. So I'm really burnt out of that, and I want to see these third-party development companies really showcase what they've been working on without any strict limitations. So a little context on that is Mario Strikers Battle League, super rushed out the door. With next level games, like, they tried their best, but now they're like, all right, well, we didn't hit deadline, so we're gonna do this free DLC and just kind of like package it to people who don't really know what's going on. And same thing with like Switch Sports. It was just like, it was rushed out the door. It had less content than the Wii original game from 2000 or whatever. And like Wii Sports Resort, don't even get me started. Like, that's back-to-back releases that I got burnt on. I'm so upset about them still to this day. I don't know how they do that. It's like, oh, don't worry, we're gonna give you free DLC soon. It's like, dude, we've already lost interest in the game, man. And I've already paid $60 for a full price game, man. Like, what are you doing? Anyway, yeah, so let's go over it. I can honestly go on a tangent on Switch Sports and Strikers releasing back-to-back all day, 100%. So, yeah, third party. Oh, that'd be pretty cool. That'd be pretty cool if we get some interesting Sonic stuff, right? That's Sega is 100% AAA third party, right? They used to make consoles back in the day with the Dreamcast and pretty much everything else, but oh man, it's tough. It's tough for them. All right, let's do this. I'm gonna keep on refreshing Nintendo's videos tab. So yeah, let's go. All right, now that you guys know the difference between third-party developers and understanding what games go with which developers and who kind of makes what, it's a little vague. You got to do some research on it, and then we will go from there. So let's talk about predictions, right? What are you thinking? What are you guys all thinking? Feel free, drop your comment. We'll talk about it. I know that we did see Bentley dropped a super chat that said Mario Rabbids Sparks of Hope release date. Yeah, that's made by Ubisoft, and I know that they're going to knock that out of the park because they started working on that so long ago, and now they're here for it. So I love that. That's going to be pretty fun. Mario Rabbids Kingdom Battle 2. Yeah, I think, you know, if I would put money on that game, September, I think that's got to be October, right? Because you have to take a look at the calendar, right? Oh my gosh, let me actually go to Nintendo's site right now, and I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. And you got to really understand what they are talking about when it comes to all of their games, right? Nintendo Switch games. Let's go to coming soon. Sort by featured. No, sort by... Where's sort by date? Coming soon. Oh, this is gross. Why isn't that? All right. Oh, yeah, okay. Here we go. Let's look at it. Here we go. I should really put up that green screen. All right, let's do that. Good. Here we go. Let's take a look. We're going to deep dive into Nintendo's site, and I'm going to show you just how bare this entire first-party title is for this entire summer. We don't have anything that's first-party that's really big that we're looking forward to. It's not. I mean, yeah, we're in a global pandemic. I understand that. But, I mean, maybe they're going to shadow drop something. It's not wise. It's not wise to not build up hype for something, right? Monster Hunter, this is by Capcom. They're a AAA third party. This is great. Are we going to get... this game comes out in literally 2 days, right? Or this update or different game. I absolutely love the guys over at Capcom. They do an amazing job. They're outstanding quality on every single thing that they put out there. So, hands down, Capcom. Really, really high respect for that. Are they going to talk to us about Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak for... If you only have 25 minutes, dude, like, okay, that's great. It comes out in 2 days. I mean, people already have it on the radar. Capcom's been pushing this for the last, like, week or so. Yeah, so are we going to get anything on there? It's high possible, right? It's high possible. Xenoblade 3, they just had their entire direct. So we're not going to see anything Xenoblade 3. And I think Xenoblade 3 is, like, technically second party. Correct me if I'm wrong, because Monolith Soft, Nintendo owns a good majority of it. So, like, I think that's second party, almost like borderline first party, but it doesn't matter. We talked about that, like, last week when we did a Xenoblade Chronicles Direct. Pokemon Scarlet, that's not happening. We're not going to get any information. That's the Pokemon company. Nintendo really only owns, like, Generation 1 Pokemon. So, like, no, we're not going to get anything Pokemon Scarlet. Alive? I mean, sure. Half of you guys probably don't even know what that is, right? I couldn't even tell you what that is. I've never heard of it until they announced it in one of those older directs, saying it's one of these RPGs that was only in Japan and now it's here. Some people, like RPG purists, are like, oh, I love that game. Cool. I'm so glad. I'm so happy. Me, I'm just like, all right, cool. Another JRPG I'm never going to play because I don't have an extra 200 hours. I'm happy for it. Happy for the fans that got it. Am I going to play it? I mean, not on YouTube. And then what free time, dude? Anyway, if you want to dump another 100 hours into a JRPG, go for it. Like, that's it. Cuphead, this literally comes out in 2 days as well. I played through all of Cuphead not too long ago. So, like, I'm going to be literally playing this DLC later on today. Like, my buddies hooked me up with some early access to it. So I'm going to be, like, working on that. So very excited for that. Will we get some information? Like, hey, Cuphead's coming out in 2 days. Like, yeah, it's possible. Great. Splatoon 3. No information on that. That's not third party, right? Klonoa? I mean, maybe 10% of the audience knows what that is and cares. Hey, Klonoa's my favorite game. Yeah, sure. Great. Cool. Congrats. Now it's here on July. Maybe I'll play it. It looks kind of cool, right? Never played it growing up. No Man's Sky? I mean, yeah? Are we going to get something like that? It's summer 2022? That's third party / indie developer? Yeah, go for it. Whatever, man. Mario Rabbids Sparks of Hope. Yeah, 2022. Maybe we're going to get a release date just like Bentley said. I agree with that. Hard agree with that because that's Ubisoft, man. They make this game, and it's going to be amazing. I know it. They're not going to let it down. Bayonetta 3, that's kind of what I'm hoping too, right? Again, on that weird gray area. The weird gray area of who owns Platinum Games, right? Nintendo does. They bail them out. So will we get an actual trailer? My jaw will drop. I love Bayonetta so much. Those of you guys that haven't watched my Bayonetta series on YouTube, go ahead and do it. It's a rated M game. There's some swearing in it, but I bleeped out all the swearing. And overall, this is a really fun beat 'em up. So definitely look that up. I made it family friendly by eliminating all the swears with like Mario jump noises. Really fun. Yeah, I don't really know about any of these other things. And I mean, this is probably just going to be, it's going to end up turning into a glorified like indie world showcase. But with like higher developer companies with a lot bigger budgets, it feels like. No idea what Oxenfree 2 is. Taiko no Tatsujin, like that's cool. I still have my Nintendo Wii like little, or sorry, Nintendo Switch little drums. I think maybe. I don't really, honestly, I don't care. Sea of Stars, cool, holiday. Maybe we might get a release date. Star Wars Hunters, that's third party. Great, go for it. Convergence, a League of Legends story. All right. Song of Nanu, a League of Legends story. Like, this doesn't appeal to me, but maybe we're going to get something like that. Like, again, it's just like, there's nothing. There's absolutely nothing here. There's no sustenance as far as really, really big titles. And yeah, that's my opinion, and it's subjective. But if you're looking at this, like, you're not, And then now this pours into 2023 Minecraft Legends. I'm excited for that. That's going to be cool. And I don't even like Minecraft. Hollow Knight Silk Song, TBD. I don't know if they're going to do anything about that. That would be great. And then now it's just like bargain bin stuff. Like, okay, Trash Sailors. All right. All right, guys, we got a game called Trash Sailors coming out. Let's feature it in the Nintendo Direct. Like, what? There's nothing here. There's no big Mario game, right? Nothing first party, right? I'm pumped for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. You know I am. They release a Pokemon game just about every year, man. Like, it's great. It's every November. We get a new Pokemon. Cool. But, like, first party, there's no big Mario. There's no, like, yo, Mario Odyssey has been out for how many years now? And you didn't give us any DLC for that? That's, like, actual, like, more gameplay? And no, Luigi's Balloon World didn't count. No, absolutely not. Like, I want more, like, kingdoms and worlds and more moons to collect. Like, you could easily build upon that. You don't have to make a brand new Mario game. What's the problem? Cloud Kingdom didn't have anything. Ruined Kingdom didn't have anything. Anyway, so you can see over here that it's completely bare. Like, first party titles, they're not just pumping out anything. They're relying really on the external developers, the third party partners, to really beef up this system. I don't know. Is it the end of the Nintendo Switch's life cycle? Is there going to be a Nintendo Switch Pro coming out soon? So they're like, I mean, you could develop it for it if you want, but I mean, we're going to stop development in-house because we're working on the next thing, right? So yeah, it's like there's nothing huge that's like really first party on what's happening over here. I don't know, man. I don't know. Is that just me? Is this subjective or is it objective? But I'm looking at this and there's nothing big first party. Mario Rabbids is Ubisoft and they take all of that credit. Nintendo's just like, here, you can have the characters, just make sure they look good and they're true to whatever characters they are, right? Yeah, so like it's really, I mean, odds are we're going to get a little Cuphead teaser. Here we go. In 2 days, look out for the Cuphead DLC, like a little scroller, right? They usually do like little scrollers that way. Monster Hunter Rise, maybe a little scroll of that. You can look forward to it here with the brand new Malzeno amiibo. And they actually, see, Capcom, dude, they do their homework, man. They release amiibo, like, consistently to play with their game that unlock things, armor, this, that, or the other. And they look really good. So not only is it like a glorified paperweight, but you can actually use it in game. So that's why I love Capcom. They check all the boxes, dude. And the Monster Hunter franchise is beautiful. I wish it was more popular on my channel. Otherwise, I'd play it nonstop. It's so fun, right? Anyway, so yeah, Xenoblade Chronicles. Yeah, I mean we've talked about all this stuff. Live Alive, cool. We're gonna get some information on that. Pre-order now. That's it, dude. There's nothing here. I mean, it's the middle of the year, right? What am I expecting from first party? I don't know, 1 or 2 titles that are actually good. Don't tell me that Switch Sports was good. So, yeah, that's kind of how I feel right now. Those are my predictions on kind of explaining what the calendar looks like, and it's pretty bare. So, I don't know, man. And yeah, global pandemic. Yeah, Breath of the Wild 2. Keep on hearing about it. We're not going to get any information on Breath of the Wild 2. Dude, that's first party. That's Zelda. That's Nintendo. They own that. You're not going to get any info on it. Yeah, that's already pushed to like second quarter, like next year, 2023. We're not going to get anything on it. So like, what of it? What of it? Right? It's like, yeah, Nintendo's got, they are struggling to keep up with this year. That's how I feel. Splatoon 3 is their biggest title. So, I mean, it's going to be great. And they're going to have like, dude, the Splatoon team, they're so passionate about like rolling out new weapons, this, that, or the other. The game right off the bat is worth $60 because you can play through the story mode. You can play through online. It's there, right? It's a beefy game at the beginning. And on top of that, they throw more and more updates based off of Splatoon 1, Splatoon 2. They did amazing. Like that is the AAA golden standard. Even though it's in-house, right? That is the standard. So anyway, let's do some work. Let's do some work. What are we doing here, man? All right, talk to me. Talk to me. What other predictions do you guys have? Feel free. What predictions do you have? I'm curious. Oh, good. I need some water, man. Let's go. Gimme. All right. Predictions in the chat. Let's hear it. Yokai Watch 4 would be dope. Yeah, I kind of already talked about that a little bit. That would be really nice. I mean, they just announced another Japanese Western-only game that's Eastern-only game that's coming out in the West. Shinchan, which is like a huge IP in Japan, and then they're making a game for it for the United States, which is such a niche market, but they have the money to localize it, so why can't Level 5 do that? Interesting. Marshall, like really over here in the comments, Marshall says, my predictions are random games that 2% of people will care about. I mean, you're not wrong. That's usually what the Indie World Showcase is. That's why I stopped streaming those, because it's like, all right, great. I'm never going to play any of these indie games on my channel because that's exactly it. It's indie games. It doesn't appeal to so many people. So it'd be a waste of time unless, you know, I really am passionate about the development team and I really enjoy that kind of game, right? So yeah, it's gonna be something. There's gonna be something niche for that very specific audience there. Again, it's third party, so like big Mario titles, big Zelda titles, Metroid titles. I know Retro Studios is, I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong. They've got to be at least second party or first party. Like Nintendo owns a good portion of Retro Studios, so yeah. That's exactly it. All right, Bentley over here. Thanks again for that super chat. It's funny to me how Nintendo 22 started like they hyped it up really good and then slowly went downhill starting with Nintendo Switch Sports. I mean, you're speaking my language, man. That's it. Yo, I got burnt from Switch Sports. Yeah, I like bowling, but I like that back in like whenever it came out on Wii, and it hasn't changed much. And they didn't add the bells and whistles that I wanted in that game. And it was a bare game, and yeah, you didn't pay $60 for it, but like I still bought that with my own money. And after I went through and played Wii Sports, and I played Wii Sports Resort, like 3 years later when that game came out, dude, you had over 10 years to make a good Switch Sports game. And that is 100% a pack-in that should have been released instead of 1-2 Switch when that game came out. And people paid for 1-2 Switch. That boring tech demo of a game. People paid. That wasn't a pack-in title like Wii Sports. So, like, it just comes to show, man. Trying to make that money. Ugh. Gross. We're not going to talk about Mario Kart DLC because that's first party, so pay attention. Okay, Notendo over here says Multiverses. Oh, that's going to be really cool. WB Games, they've been working on that game for quite some time. I've got some contacts over at WB Games, and I have not really followed up with them. They reached out to me about being part of the beta for Multiverses. And I haven't really followed up to see if they had Switch intentions for that. But, I mean, if it's another Smash Bros-esque platformer, like, why wouldn't you? Like, why wouldn't you port it to Nintendo Switch? When, yeah. So that's actually a really good prediction. So all this entire time, I didn't talk about Atlus's Persona at all. Atlus is, I would call them like a AAA. They do a lot of the JRPG stuff, and yeah, that's really their genre, is just JRPG. So Persona, cool. Did I miss the Persona train? Yeah, honestly, I didn't buy a ticket for the Persona train. People are like, yo, dude, play Persona 5. It's so great. Joker, looking cool, Joker. I'm like, I got some other games to play, so I'll pass. Not knocking it. It's just not a game that I actually gave any effort towards. I played SMT 5 on 3DS. It was alright. But again, it's another 100-hour JRPG that I don't have time for, so it's not really my niche. But that would be pretty cool. That'd be pretty cool if they said, here's another Persona game or something along those lines. It's going to be pretty interesting. So a lot of you guys are fans. Hands up if you guys are fans of the Persona series. Joker. Morgana. Strikers? Psh, beats me, man. I don't pay attention to that scene. Oh, man. Lonkus over here. I hope something Zelda related. I don't care what it is. Come on, dude. Pay attention. Thanks for the super chat, by the way. But pay attention. Zelda's first party. They're not going to do anything Zelda related. So don't hold your breath. Don't get excited. It's not going to happen. I'm going to shut you down right now. Zelda is first party. It's not. They explicitly said it's going to be third party, our partner showcase. That's it. Aonuma-san is not a partner. That dude is, that is tried true Nintendo. Hopefully something for Donkey Kong. Guys, okay, obviously we missed the little lecture of what's third party and what's first party. So I'm gonna ignore those. I'm gonna ignore those comments. I'm not here to shut you guys down too much, but you gotta pay attention to when we're talking about that stuff, because I'm gonna feel like a broken record in 2 seconds. So anyway, we're gonna let those predictions go. And you guys, if you know, you know, kind of a deal. All right, what else are we thinking? Sonic, yeah, I love that. I love the idea of Sonic, right? Like, Sonic Frontiers is coming out. IGN did some really good coverage for Sonic Frontiers. And yeah, that's a AAA. That's a AAA partner developer. Yeah, I would definitely say we can get a couple minutes. We can get a couple minutes of that. For sure. I think so. Sonic Frontiers kind of looked weird, to be honest. It looked very, hey, let's make Sonic and Breath of the Wild, the exact same concept. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I'm excited for it. Like, I'm going through and playing like Sonic Origins right now, right? Like, Sonic Origins is a phenomenal game. There's a lot of bugs in it, but like, it's phenomenal. It's bringing me back to the day. Sonic Frontier, man, I hope that they really dig themselves out of the hole that they dug. Because like, if you're gonna be out here giving some first like footage of Sonic and he's just running around in an open field and there's random grind rails that the physics don't even matter, and you jump on a grind rail and you like twirl your way up with it, that's not physics, dude. Like, Sonic, you need to like do a little shift change, and I don't know, man. It was not the best showcase. It looked like a really, really early build that they could have just pushed back. Anyway, enough about that. But yeah, Sonic, oh, for sure, I would do it. I would absolutely do it. A New Fantasy Life, that's level 5, and I don't know what level 5's doing, right? Aren't they working on that mobile game? What is that, like Fantasy Life Online? I don't know how much money that's making them, but I think their gear, if you have a mobile game versus like a Western localization, they'd probably stick with the mobile game due to microtransactions. Mario and Luigi series return. Butcher, thank you for the super chat. Again, Mario and Luigi, that's not going to happen. Who made that? Man, who made that? They went out of business, didn't they? It was a development team that went out of business, and I don't think Nintendo bailed them out. But no, and again, that's not gonna happen. I don't think so. I forgot. Honestly, I forgot who made that game. But those were real. Alpha Dream. Yeah, Alpha Dream. That's it. Thanks, Xenowolf. Yeah, Alpha Dream. I think they went out of business, so they're not making anytime soon. Nintendo could easily pick up the reins, but again, why do it yourself when you can commission someone else to do it? And then give them a deadline to make sure that they meet. And if they don't meet that deadline, well, too bad, so sad, man. Better stick to this calendar, boy. All right, what else is going on? Give me some other ones. We've already talked about Yokai Watch. There's really no reason to talk about that again. What else we got? Batman Arkham Collection. I don't know who makes those games, but cool. I mean, they're third party. That would actually be really nice. I would love to see that, right? That would expand the audience to like more mature gamers. Absolutely. Bring it on. Bring it actual on. Resident Evil. That'd be so cool. Again, like anything Capcom is fair game. Anything Capcom is fair game, and they're 100% going to do it. Yeah. So, yeah, anything that Capcom wants to release, Ace Attorney, another Ace Attorney game, Monster Hunter, Resident Evil, those are absolutely fair game and would be very welcome in this Direct, 100%. Yeah, I don't know. Let's see, what else? More N64 games announced? No, T-Camp. Why would they waste their time with that? They're not. Their time is to really give their third-party publishers the spotlight, right? N64 Online. I mean, yeah, some of those titles are third-party, but the good ones on N64 are really first-party. at least like, I don't know. It's a tough one. I don't think they're going to talk about anything Nintendo Switch Online. I don't think so. Because I think that would take a lot of hype out of upcoming releases that all these third-party developers are working so hard on behind the scenes. When just working on a port that's on Nintendo Switch Online is just like, all right, we made a port and here we go. We're going to release it for you. That's not a lot of work. Honestly, it's not a lot of work to get like the infrastructure on that. Which I'm really baffled. I'm really baffled on why that is, right? It's the Nintendo Switch Online is such a like 2000 early 2000s concept, right? Like Xbox Game Pass, man. They do that so well. I'm sure PlayStation Store does something really well like that where they give you games like monthly and their library is gigantic of all these old games, right? But Nintendo's is like, all right, well, we'll trickle out like 1 or 2 games every couple of months. And there you go. Then you go play them online. And even playing them online is kind of garbanzo beans because it's like there's no dedicated servers on that. I remember I loaded up Mario Kart 64, my favorite childhood game outside of Super Smash Bros. And like I tried playing that online and the frame rate was like 10 frames a second. And it was so laggy. It was so bad that I had to literally stop. Because I'm like, this isn't my game, and I'm not playing this online. So don't sell it to me online, right? Like, no. Fix your servers, give dedicated servers, actually put money into Nintendo Switch Online, which what you're charging people for, right? What is it, like $50 a year, something like that? You're making money off of it, so do it. And, like, Nintendo's already a multi-billion-dollar company, man. Like, spend the money. Spend the money to make the money, right? Oh my gosh, don't get me started. Anyway, moving on. What else we got over here? Indie games. Metal Gear Rising Revengeance Definitive Edition. Yeah, I don't know anything about like Snake and Metal Gear and all that stuff, but cool. Like, do it. Who makes those games? Are they third party? I'm not in that scene. I never played those games growing up. Yeah, definitely not happening with I don't think anything Kirby, dude. Kirby is HAL Laboratory. Does Nintendo own HAL? Like I gotta get schooled on who owns what. HAL Laboratory. Wikipedia. It's a game dev. While independent, it's been closely tied with Nintendo throughout history, often referred to as second party. Got it. So yeah. HAL Lab is second party. So Nintendo owns a big chunk of that, or at least works very, very close with them. So we're not going to see anything Kirby. No. That's what I thought. I'm like, dude, HAL is good. They make quality stuff every time. So yeah, we're gonna be good on that. All right, what else we got? Give me some other predictions. And if you don't see me talk about your predictions, it's because we already talked about it. So thanks for coming in. No worries. I'm just trying not to sound like a broken record over here with everyone saying Cuphead DLC, even though we spent a good time talking about it. Just Dance? Whoa, look at that. All right, let's talk about Just Dance, man. They release one every year. Why is that special? There's new music every year, and they come out with the same old dance moves, and they do it. Great. Cool. A Final Fantasy game? You know what? That would be really fun. I'd like to see a Final Fantasy game. I think that, Square Enix, that's really good. That's really good. Didn't they announce something like Final Fantasy Remake? Like remastered collection something? Didn't they do like a Square Enix Direct? I don't know. I didn't really pay attention to it. I saw some pictures on social media. Something about Final Fantasy VII. I remember that the remake was amazing, right? And it wasn't finished, right? It was like the first half of it. Remind me, those of you guys that pay attention to that scene. I played through Final Fantasy VII when I was in high school, and that was really fun, right? Being a Nintendo guy, I didn't own a PlayStation because I was too busy playing Smash Bros. With my buddies on GameCube. And defending Nintendo against all the people that said like PlayStation's better and Xbox is better, right? So like I borrowed my friend's PlayStation and I borrowed Final Fantasy VII, and I remember every Saturday I would wake up at 6 a.m. and I would just say, all right, you know what? I'm going to spend my time. I'm going to play through this game. So I spent about from 6 to 10. I played for like 4 hours. I'm like, all right, cool. This is my sleep. Right? So that's exactly what I felt. And then I loved it. I fell in love with it. It was great. And then it made me want to play the other Final Fantasy games. So I played Final Fantasy 1, 2, 3. I think I played a little bit of 4. I played, what's that? Final Fantasy 9? What's the one with Dagger, Zidane, Vivi? What's that one? Played through that one. That was really fun. I played through, like, Final Fantasy Tactics. Like, I was on a Final Fantasy kick after I did that. So, like, could we get anything Final Fantasy? Yeah, absolutely. Because Square Enix is the bomb. They're great. That's like top tier AAA third party 100%. Stephanie, hey, what's up? What about Little Nightmares 3? I don't know anything about Little Nightmares. You tell me. What about it? I didn't even know that there was a second one. I don't play that game, so that would be pretty interesting. Yeah, go for it. Is that a scary little game? I heard that was scary. A lot of people wanted me to play that game. I remember from back in the day. It's like, oh, go play Little Nightmares. I'm like, why would I want to play a scary game? But anyway. Yeah, what else? Man, I don't know. Professor Layton? I mean, yeah, that's third party. That's level 5. Those are the people that make Yokai Watch. Professor Layton is arguably way more powerful and more popular than anything Yokai Watch, especially in the West over here. So will they do another Professor Layton game? Man, I don't know. I honestly couldn't tell you. Didn't they make a Professor Layton mobile app game? And then that didn't do so well, so they abandoned it? I think they're really... Level 5 is very questionable at this time. Level 5 is really focusing on their anime endeavors. With Dentsu, I think, owns them. So, like, I don't know. I used to have some people on the inside that I would talk to all the time that worked at Level 5 in Japan, and we would talk all the time. But, like, they got laid off and doing a lot of budget cuts over there. I have no idea what's happening, so... Anyway. Yeah, Professor Layton? Cool. Go for it. Why? Why is... Because that's, like, the last thread that Level 5 has on the United States is Professor Layton, right? They're not going to release a Inazuma 11, right? Because the United States doesn't care about soccer, right? At all. We don't care about soccer, dude. That's like a Europe thing in the rest of the world. So Inazuma 11's not coming. Yokai Watch, remember I said it earlier, we're Pokemon country, dude. We didn't even give Yokai Watch a chance when it came out to the States in 2015. I was the only one that did, and I fell in love with the franchise. But people like Pokemon, so why would I try any other monster battling collecting game? It's a Pokemon knockoff, right? Oh gosh, dude, Yokai Watch was so good. Anyway, yeah. So that was great. Let's see. Crazy Fruit 51 says maybe old Star Wars games or just old Wii games. I don't know. What are you asking here? They have a Star Wars game that's on their website, which is like Star Wars what? Star Wars Hunters? I don't know. Battlefront? I don't know. Who owns those games anyway? Star Wars Hunters? Who makes this? I'm looking at it right now. Zynga? The publisher Zynga. Zynga is working on publishing this game over here. But who's the developer, though? It doesn't really say here, so I'd have to look that up. Yeah, I don't know, man. Star Wars games? Cool. Or just old Wii games. Like, what are we getting? Mario Galaxy 2? No. And then that's first party, so, like, no. I don't know. If you had the ability to put a Wii game on Nintendo Switch, which Wii game that's third party would you remaster and put on Nintendo Switch? Go for it. We'll see who's paying attention to know what's the difference between a third party and first party, or even second party. If you had a Wii game, I couldn't even tell you what a Wii game that's third party that was good that I'd put on Nintendo Switch as a remake. Dude, that's 2 generations ago. 3 if you count 3DS as a generation. Dude, no way, man. Wii game. There's nothing, dude. Wii was filled with, like, bargain bin stuff. Oh, man. Yeah, I guess anything Sega, but... Yeah, maybe. Anything Sega, that's really it. That's really... You everyone's naming Sega stuff. So, anyway. Fortune Street. Ooh, that's Square Enix, baby. That's... Oh, well, I would die. I would die if they said, all right, here we go, Fortune Street on Wii with 4-player online, or Fortune Street on Nintendo Switch, remastered new characters, Dragon Quest characters. You got, since it's Square Enix made, right? So you got Cloud, Sephiroth, all those people. And you have Final Fantasy characters in there, right? That was it Square Enix? Who makes Dragon Quest? Yeah, I could have sworn Square Enix made that game. Dragon Quest is... Yeah, Dragon Quest is Square Enix. That's 100%. Oh, that's so good. So we might get something Dragon Quest related, right? Cool. Remember how cool Dragon Quest is? Yeah. It's a niche market for that. I don't know. I don't know about that. So that's an interesting one for sure. All right, what else are we thinking here? Give me some more third-party predictions over here. And if you missed my spiel on what a first-party game is, a second-party game is, and a third-party game is, rewind a little bit back, seek backwards, listen to me talk about it, because I'm still seeing a ton of you guys talking about first-party and second-party titles here, and I'm ignoring those hard. So keep going. Keep going. What haven't we talked about? We've honestly talked about everything, right? So Fall Guys, yeah, that's completely like indie third party, 100%, right? Nintendo doesn't own anything that they do. They released more recently, but what are we gonna get on Fall Guys? Why would they waste any of the minutes of the 25 minutes allotment over here on Fall Guys that's already out, right? And their season 1 just started. So like why would they do anything for Fall Guys? Why would they waste any of that time? Just ask yourself that, right? Nintendo's like, all right guys, we need to generate some excitement for the summer. We got nothing planned outside of Splatoon, so if you want to showcase your game, we got 25 minutes and submit your trailers over here of what you're working on, and then depending how good it is, we'll get it, slated over here for our 20-minute allotment. Right? So they just sent out a mass email, right? Do your submissions, and then they're like, okay, cool. These are all the submissions that we got that we want to feature for third party. We're just going to slot them, make this presentation, live stream it, go. That's exactly how that works. So, Fall Guys? Not going to happen, man. Nice try. What else? Turnip Boy? I love that game. That was so fun. But no, that's so indie. It's so niche. That, like, it's not... Remember, there's a difference between... This is the third-party developer showcase and the indie world that they do, right? So you really have to take a look at the size of the publishers, right? Simpsons Hit and Run remaster. Dude, I love Simpsons Hit and Run. Thank you, Bentley, by the way. Yeah. That was quite interesting. I play that game all the time. Oh, here we go. What else? Do we even have a link yet? I don't think we have a link yet for Nintendo. I'm refreshing these websites and I'm not seeing anything just yet. And we're like 10 minutes up, so this is kind of concerning. So once we're at the top of the hour in 10 minutes, we'll do it. Game Biter. I'd love some normally PC exclusive strategy games for the Switch, like when we got Civilization. Maybe Stellaris, 8 Hoi 4. I don't know what any of those games are, but that would be really awesome. Thank you for the super chat, Game Biter. And that brings in, that's huge. If you can get your PC game on Nintendo Switch, that's huge for you, right? That's a huge audience. Yeah, that would be amazing. Honestly, I don't even know what those games are. I've heard of, Civilization, but the other games, haven't heard of them, but that would be really nice. But then you have to ask yourself, okay, well, what do they have to sacrifice to get it on the low, underpowered Nintendo Switch? And is it even worth it, right? We've seen that exactly right now with Fall Guys. Dude, Nintendo Switch can't even handle that game at 60 FPS as smooth as it is on computer, let alone loading in 60 additional beans to play along with. Dude, it's such a downgrade, right? So do you want that to happen at the sacrifice so that you get even more people to come over here and play your game? I mean, they took that risk. I guess it's working for them. But yeah, that's pretty interesting. Good idea. Oh man. Good idea. All right, what else? What else? Give me some more. Give me some more ideas. Something that we haven't talked about. Something that we haven't talked about. A lot of you guys, I'm hearing you guys talk about Tomodachi Life and Miitopia. Dude, those are first-party titles. That's not ever happening. I wanted Tomodachi Life to happen since we got a remaster. Right? I wanted that to happen so good, so bad. Like, it's a great game. It's fun. Yeah, but not anything like that. Right? Tomodachi Life. Tomodachi Life. That, yeah, Nintendo, that was 100% in-house. So, no. That is a third-party showcase. So, we're going to stop that right now. It's not happening. Oh, man. Oh, I saw a comment. Where was it? Where was it? What else? Oh, wasn't there like a... Okay, so that... Yeah, that was good. That was good. Nicole over here says, what about more combat and farm life games? Harvest Moon? Is that what you're talking about? Rune Factory? Harvest Moon is made by Natsume, right? Natsume? I don't remember. Something like that. That's definitely a third party. Yeah, I mean, we can get something like that. Isn't there a Disney game that has that's a life sim, like an Animal Crossing knockoff? Animal Crossing inspired Disney game? Isn't there something like that? I could have sworn I was going to look into playing that because it's like the next thing. Yeah, I mean, maybe. Oh, you know what? That's actually a really good idea. What's the name of that thing? Disney Dreamlight Valley. Yeah. Disney Dreamlight Valley. They said that something else was going to come for Nintendo Switch. I don't know when or how. It says coming soon on Switch and App Store. So it's going to be available on the Epic Games Store, PlayStation, and Xbox, which is going to be pretty interesting. I want that to happen, right? I mean, it's not a... It's an interesting demographic, but it'll take a lot of the Animal Crossing fans and kind of appease them, right? For those of you guys that are still waiting on DLC for Animal Crossing, that is never going to come, so stop. Now this is your next game. Here we go. Play this Disney game, right? We got 7 minutes. Hey, Danielle, what's up? You'd like to see something like Angry Birds or a sports game like basketball? That'd be pretty cool. Nintendo's not going to make it. Don't give Nintendo another sports game. Stop. Let someone else make it. I'm not going through Nintendo Switch Sports again. Just stop. Ugh. Wispy96, thanks for the super chat. Yeah, I don't know. Genshin Impact. I remember when the lady said Genshin Impact during the Game Awards. Oh my gosh. Talk to me about that. And the winner is Genshin Impact. And everyone's like, oh, did you... What? You are so out of touch. Oh my gosh, help me. Whatever happened to that lady? Oh my gosh, help. I was laughing so hard at that. Yo, dude, practice your lines. Ask about proper pronunciation before you do things, right? It's just I was watching the Pokemon regionals or whatever, and 3 people said different pronunciations of one Pokemon. Dude, yo, learn the actual canon pronunciations. If you're questioning it, ask, right? Oof, that was rough. Anyway, Genshin Impact, don't play the game, but cool. I mean, I don't know. That is indie developer. It could work. It could work out. I don't think Nintendo owns a stake in whoever the heck makes that game. So we're close. We're close right now. I don't know what's gonna happen. If you let me know in the comments. Let me know in the comments if you guys have this link. We have 5 minutes up. I want to say thanks again to all of you guys watching here. Keeping it real. We've got 2,000 people here. This is amazing. If you guys like the commentary, if you like the unfiltered takes on the behind the scenes of everything, and you like that during video gameplay, by all means, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button if you're not already subscribed. It'll totally help us out. We're on our way to 1 million subscribers, by the way, so that'd be very much appreciated. All right, so here we go. Give me a couple more predictions that I could shut down. And I'm not going to repeat myself for those of you guys that came in late. Advance Wars 1 and 2 reboot? Nah, man. Pay attention to global climate. There's still a war happening. So no. Nintendo pushed that back because they didn't want to release a war game during an actual war with Russia and Ukraine. No. Pay attention. They're not going to do anything like that. And they better not, right? If that's what they said, right? If that's what they said, hey, you know what? It's not a good climate right now. We're not going to push this game out for those reasons. Why would they push it out right now when we're still doing that? No. That's the kind of shutdown that I wanted. I saw a lot of people questioning that one. Yeah, not going to happen. Give me some more stuff. Give me some more stuff. Ooh, Delta. What is that called? Deltarune? I don't know. I didn't play through chapter 2, but I heard that there's going to be a chapter 3, right? That's cool. Go for it. That's very partnery. Yeah, absolutely. Hey, happy memberversary to MC Master right over here. Perhaps Ubisoft can showcase Mario Rabbids Sparks of Hope. Hey, thanks for coming a little late to the party. I think I talked about Mario Rabbids Sparks of Hope at least 5 times. So yes, 100%. I'll put money on that. I'll put money on it that Ubisoft is going to give us a release date for that. And it's going to be in October. Because if Splatoon is in September and Pokemon is in November, we only have one thing in the middle of that. And that's going to be October. So what's that release date going to be? Go for it. A December release? Yo, that's way too late in the holiday season, man. Like, you're not going to get a lot of sales if you release it directly in September. November is a sweet spot. That's why Pokemon capitalizes on that every year. So, love that. Love that. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Man, we are almost there, man. Okay, so final predictions. Bayonetta 3 teaser trailer. We're going to get something from Square Enix. We're going to get something from Capcom. We're possibly going to get a little bit of a reminder, hey, in case you haven't downloaded Cuphead, brush off the copy, like brush the dust off of it. We got some DLC coming in 2 days. I'm also saying Mario Rabbids Sparks of Hope. That's it. Right? Other than that, remember guys, I know some of you guys don't understand what third party and first party are. Whatever. I'm not going to go and school you again. Cool. But at the end of the day, Nintendo Land for Switch, dude. Yeah, that's great. You can hope for it. Thanks for the super chat, by the way. You can hope for it, but they're not going to release it right now during this direct. I would love Nintendo Land for Switch, but not today. Anyway, so the big moral of the story here is, and I say it to everyone, is keep your expectations low, right? Keep your expectations low on what you're going to get. Sit back, relax, and just say, you know what, Nintendo, surprise me. And then, of course, be happy. Even if it's a JRPG that you're never going to play, or this other indie title that, you know, only 2% of the audience is really going to care about, you know what, be happy for it, right? It's just more content out there. More people, you know, are buying it. Therefore, Nintendo's making more money. Therefore, Nintendo can actually put that money into making games again. So, like, just keep that in mind. I say it all the time. Oh, I really want this game to come out, right? People do that. And then when it doesn't come out, they feel like an entitled snob who didn't get what they wanted, right? And then they're just mad. You're only getting yourself riled up, so stop it, right? Just sit back, relax. My thing is, you know what? Nintendo, surprise me. Surprise me with who you're working with and what they're working on. And allow me to enjoy that. That's it, right? That's really the attitude. Okay, so I'm really gearing this up. We have literally 2 minutes. I'm out here trying to refresh, so let me go to full screen. Drop me a note if it's live, and then we're gonna watch it together. So we're good. We got this Nintendo YouTube site right over here. Gonna be refreshing a little bit. Nintendo Direct Archive. It is literally 1 minute up. Nintendo Direct 622. No, that's the Xenoblade one. Okay, so we're gonna be F5 and F5. Does F5 work here? Yeah, F5 works. Okay, so I'm going to be F5 in this. And then we're just going to hit it. We're going to react. So once it happens, stick around until the very end where we're going to actually break down what we saw over here. Typically with these, I like mute my mic. I don't really talk too much during it. You know, I want to show respect to the developers, and I want you guys to hear it too. So this is kind of where we're at. I don't think Nintendo... I should actually open up Nintendo Twitter. But you guys let me know. Let me know. Nintendo Twitter. Alright, anything? Nintendo of America. Here we go. So, oh, here we go. It's showtime. Cool. Yeah, let's do it. Alright, we're in this. Great. Let's see. Cool, we in? Let me make this bigger. Oh, there we go. COVID warning. Great. 26 minutes. It's a video. Alright, cool, man. It's a video. Have fun. Enjoy. Thanks for subscribing.
When mankind is consumed by darkness,
Great.
and the land falls into chaos, the archdemon of the abyss shall rise from the earth.
There's your
They come
Capcom.
rushing here
Insert
in a
obligatory
desperate
Capcom
attempt
game.
to
Good.
survive.
Love it. This is exactly what we said.
Both
Good.
beast and man have more in common than they think.
Brace yourself! Be careful!
It can't be.
And these wandering flames shall feed the beast and return to darkness. The story ends. Another begins. Wandering flames. I see you found your home.
Yeah! Out on a hunt with my favorite pupil.
Remember what you're fighting for! No dilly-dallying from you! Let's have some fun!
Here it comes! Fear my strength! This is for my fellow hunters! Let's go!
Okay, that looks good. Malzino, we called it. It comes out in 2 days, right? So good. That's great. Yo, Capcom, every time. Look at this beautiful game, right? They have a roadmap. The game is phenomenal, right? And it comes with amiibo support. Capcom does everything right. So thank you. Good job. 2 days from now, make sure you get it. And a demo. Dude, that's a cherry on top. Every game should take this as an example. I'm so happy for them. This is awesome. Good job.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to today's Nintendo Direct Mini Partner Showcase. In this presentation, we'll be focusing on Nintendo Switch games launching this year from our publishing and development partners. Okay, let's get into the headlines. The battle to reclaim Earth begins. The year is 5012 AD. Machine lifeforms have overwhelmed the planet, causing the collapse of civilization and forcing humans to take refuge on the moon. Now, with an android squad called YoRHa, the humans are prepared to stand against these machine lifeform invaders.
Glory, stand high!
A battle android 2B and a scanner android 9S are 2 key members of this squad. Machine lifeforms in conflict with androids. What will come of this bloodless battle?
You just die already!
This version of the award-winning NieR Automata comes with previously released content, including additional modes and costumes. New costumes exclusive to the Nintendo Switch version will also be available at launch. Reclaim Earth in NieR Automata, the End of YoRHa edition, launching on the Nintendo Switch system October 6th. Pre-orders begin today on Nintendo eShop.
Like, I heard a lot of my friends play that game, and I'm glad that it's here on Nintendo Switch. That's awesome. So that's a win.
Get ready to immerse yourself in surreal riddles and a chilling story in this modern take on puzzle adventure games. Solve the enigma of Lorelei and the Laser Eyes, launching first for consoles on Nintendo Switch next year.
Why are you
Familiar
showing me that
faces
next year,
are
dude?
making a splash in these games. A new
Why didn't anyone talk
Bomberman
about
game
Konami?
is coming to Nintendo Switch.
Whoa, yeah, dude!
A bombastic new mode called
Yeah.
Castle Mode enters the fray. A team of up to 15 players must blast their way to treasure chests, while one defending player tries to hold them off. Set up your defense wisely to blow away opponents, literally. You can also create and share your own battle stages. Have a blast when Super Bomberman R2 launches on Nintendo Switch next year. 10 Mega Man Battle Network games originally released on the Game Boy Advance
Capcom,
system
man.
are coming to Nintendo Switch.
That's so
Control
good.
Mega Man in grid-based combat and use battle chips to gain devastating abilities. This collection includes a gallery with over 1,000 illustrations and a music mode containing over 150 songs from across the series. Mega Man Battle Network Legacy Collection launches on Nintendo Switch next year. The full collection will also be digitally available as Volume 1 and Volume 2, each sold separately.
That's awesome. Give me more collections.
A remake of
Pac-Man?
Pac-Man World is coming soon.
Oh my gosh, dude. Bandai
Pac-Man's
Namco.
family have
All
been
right.
kidnapped. To rescue them, he sets off for Ghost Island. Eating dots isn't all you can do here. Trounce enemies with Pac Dots, the Rev Roll, the Butt Bounce, and a giant Pac-Man? From high-speed chases to galactic escapades, you'll explore all sorts of zany levels. Save the Pac fam in Pac-Man World RE-PAC, launching on Nintendo Switch August 26th.
That's great. It's in August. Let's play
Two
Pac-Man again,
unlikely
right?
friends. One incredible journey. A fawn and a wolf cub must work together to find a way home across the snowy wilderness in the handcrafted world of Blanc. In this emotional adventure, these unlikely friends must coordinate and use their individual strengths to solve environmental puzzles and navigate through the frigid wilds. Blanc is a completely text-free story with local and online co-op play, so all players can enjoy it. Forge an unexpected bond in Blanc.
It looks cute, but like,
Launching as a console exclusive on
I
Nintendo
guess.
Switch, February
that's like
2023.
something that we'd see in like the Indie World Showcase. I don't get it.
A swashbuckling adventure returns.
Pirating is in my blood, like adrenaline or stale grog. I've been in enough scraps to fill a dozen scrapbooks. I've got stories about ships, fights, love, treasure, betrayal, and root beer. But how about one that has all of the above? My name is Guybrush Threepwood, and this is a story about the time I finally found the secret of Monkey Island.
Guybrush Threepwood.
Okay, cool. But like zero gameplay footage, that's all cutscenes, man. What's the
Monkey
gameplay?
around and return to Monkey Island, launching first for consoles on Nintendo Switch this year. Next, we have some news about a game that was announced last June. Please take a look.
Mario and the Rabbids blast off
there
for
we
a
go.
galactic adventure in the latest
Guaranteed.
Mario plus Rabbids game. Space is in a universe of trouble when otherworldly enemies suddenly appear. Their goal? Take the energy possessed by sparks, these mysterious creatures. Now, our heroes must set out to save them. A new adventure of epic proportions awaits. You'll initiate a turn-based battle when you encounter an enemy. Before we begin, here's something you ought to know. You can freely move around the battlefield as much as you'd like within your character's range before using their weapon. Pretty neat, huh? Let's start with Mario. 3 enemies are in the way, so let's dash into one of them. Now select Rabbid Rosalina and have her dash into another. Next, Rabbid Luigi. One more dash, and now Disruptor time! By using a dash first, then the weapon, 3 enemies were wiped out. With that, his turn is over. Back to Mario. Let's take out the other 2. Pew pew! That concludes his turn. Last but not least, Rabbid Rosalina. Team up with an ally and jump! Get positioned, then finish off with the kaboomer. Okay, our turn's over. And now, the enemy attacks. Be sure to take cover and you might be safe. If you don't, it won't be pretty. All right, we've got the floor again. Dash toward the bomb. And if you chuck it over, boom! That'll do it. The key to victory is how you assemble your team and navigate around the battlefield. Wait, is that Bowser? And he's joining the team? Mario plus Rabbids Sparks of Hope rockets onto the Nintendo Switch system October 20th. Pre-orders begin today on Nintendo eShop.
Told you October,
Check out
told you
Ubisoft's
it's here,
special
man.
showcase tomorrow for more details about Mario plus
yeah?
Rabbids Sparks of Hope.
Let's go, I'm in. This is so good. Yo, Ubisoft is great. They are so awesome.
We hope you're
Thank
looking
you.
forward to the chaotic adventures of Mario and the Rabbids. Let's take a look at more headlines. There's something for everyone on Nintendo Switch. During a storm, young alchemist Noah crash lands in ancient ruins. The layout of these multi-layered ruins changes every time you enter them. Recruit allies called Lilliputites to challenge the enemies lurking around every corner. String together combos and perform powerful elemental attacks to defeat foes. Little Noah, Scion of Paradise, launches on Nintendo Switch later today.
All aboard!
In the management sim RAILGRADE, you'll build railway systems to efficiently transport cargo and help restore economic prosperity to an industrial colony. Complete various tasks to prepare each shipment before it's delivered to its destination. Your strategies will change based on various factors, like the number and length of trains to run, which resources to acquire, and how to transport cargo from point A to point B. RAILGRADE steamrolls onto Nintendo Switch this fall. Join aspiring game creator Kenta in a hand-drawn adventure to save the world in his latest creation, The Legend of Wright. Taking place in Kenta's notebook, this RPG spans over 200 pages, where you must draw, erase, solve puzzles, and even consult your handy calculator. Discover a new way to play every time you turn the page. RPG Time, The Legend of Wright, unfolds onto Nintendo Switch August 18th. Pre-orders begin today on Nintendo eShop. Spin dash into a new zone.
Yes. Called
Sonic's
that
latest
too.
action
Absolutely.
adventure kicks off on the vibrant Starfall Islands, home to a mysterious civilization. Here, you can freely dash through a vast open zone, taking full advantage of Sonic's speedy skills. Lock on and attack enemies standing in your way. Chain together attacks to trigger combos and rack up damage. With good timing, you can even deflect enemy attacks. Acquire skills to bolster Sonic's arsenal of moves. You can also enter a special zone called Cyberspace. Take on challenges at supersonic speeds and grab keys to progress. What awaits Sonic on these strange islands? Sonic Frontiers dashes onto Nintendo Switch this holiday.
Yo, dude, Pokemon's got the holiday. When? Yes,
Live
I told
magically
you.
Alongside your
Yeah,
Disney
this
and
better be
Pixar
coming
friends.
now. I need this now.
Dreamlight Valley was once an idyllic land where Disney and Pixar characters lived in harmony until the forgetting turned this dream into a nightmare. Now, it's up to you to help these iconic residents recover their lost memories and reveal the secrets that led you here. Bring the magic back to Dreamlight Valley in this mesmerizing life simulation adventure. Explore this land's many diverse realms and forge lasting friendships with heroes and villains alike. Everyone you meet will have personal stories to discover and adventures to complete. Help them out by exploring, giving them gifts, and performing other fun activities. In this world, you can be whoever you dream yourself to be. Disney Dreamlight Valley launches on Nintendo Switch September 6th as an early access title.
Dude, we're playing Splatoon in September. What are you doing?
Take these adventures with you on the go. Live Alive is coming alive on July 22nd. Multiple stories featuring different protagonists, time periods, and gameplay await. Now in HD 2D. A demo with the start of 3 chapters, Imperial China, Twilight of Edo Japan, and The Distant Future, will be available on Nintendo eShop later today. Save data from the demo can be transferred to the full game once purchased.
That's great.
DORAEMON,
I love
Nobi,
that.
and their friends land on an unknown planet and decide to help a new friend fulfill his dreams by farming, plow the fields, harvest crops, and tend to the animals. You can even use DORAEMON's secret gadgets to farm in a flash. Relax by living with friends, eating delicious meals, and fishing. And with local play, you and a pal can build a ranch together. DORAEMON, Story of Seasons, Friends of the Great Kingdom launches on the Nintendo Switch system this year.
That title looks...
The world of Minecraft
Cool,
meets
DORAEMON.
action strategy gameplay
Minecraft
in
Legends.
Minecraft Legends.
Yeah, let's go.
A beautiful land surrounded by rich nature is invaded by enemies from another dimension. Team up with allies and fight against this monstrous force threatening the world. What secrets await in this new yet familiar universe? Minecraft Legends launches on Nintendo Switch next year. It's a treasure hunter's paradise. 2 siblings dream of collecting grand treasures from around the world. Venture to the realm of Draconia to become legendary treasure hunters. In this Dragon Quest series spin-off, you'll recruit a variety of well-mannered monsters to join you on a marvelous adventure. With their help, And with your trusty fortune finder, locating loot will be a breeze. Monsters are perfect travel buddies for exploring this vast world. Bounce on a slime to reach high ledges, or dangle from a Draki to glide over gaping chasms. Support your monsters in battle as they fearlessly fend off foes. Bring your hard-earned haul back to your base and see how much it's worth. Collect more riches to expand your base and increase your treasure hunting level. X marks the spot when Dragon Quest Treasures launches on Nintendo Switch December 9th.
That looks good. Very much so.
We're going to have so much fun together. At first, your participation is appreciated and required. There might even be cake. The Portal Companion Collection will be available later today. I wanted to call it the Why Do You Keep Killing Me collection, but oh well. Let's get started, you monster.
I want this so bad. This is that's a win. Later today? Thanks. I will play
Farm,
that.
fight,
Thank
and
you.
forge friendships
That's
in a
great.
new fantasy world. Welcome to Lethe, a peaceful village where seasons brightly color the environment. Your story begins here in this brand new life simulation RPG. Do a little farm work, cook and craft items, and trek through the fields to collect materials. All while meeting townsfolk along the way. The seasons gently flow from spring, summer, fall, and winter. However, they will give way to the season of death, quietus. Crops wither. Life is threatened. Find a way to stop the season of death from wreaking havoc on your home. The fate of the village depends on you. Begin your new life in HARVESTELLA, launching on Nintendo Switch November 4th.
Yo, that looks so good. It's like Animal Crossing
This
and like
next segment
Xenoblade.
will be our
Had a
last
baby.
announcement. Please
That was
take
great.
a look.
I don't even know what the heck that was, but I'm invested.
Mission
All right, cool,
start.
cool. There we go. Persona. Here you go. Enjoy it. That's awesome.
Coming at ya! I'm Morgana, reigning ace of the Phantom Thieves of Hearts. And today, I'm bringing along an ultra top secret video. I hope you're ready. Yup, Persona 5 Royal will launch on Nintendo Switch October 21st. And that's not all. Let's keep the ball rolling, huh, Teddy?
Righto! Nice baton pass, Morgana! Okay, everyone, check this out. Better believe it! Persona 4 Golden and Persona 3 Portable are also coming.
Keep your eyes peeled for more Persona
on Nintendo Switch!
That's all for today's Nintendo Direct Mini Partner Showcase. Thank you for watching.
Okay, wow, that was great, cool, thanks for watching. Yeah, that was awesome. Okay, so now, let's actually go through. So now, this is exactly what we predicted, right? It was a bunch of third-party titles, a little bit of shovelware that 2% of the audience will pay attention to, and exactly what we were saying, right? So, wow, go back and watch at the very beginning of the stream, and we predicted like 90% of that. That's so good. Yeah, really good. Guys, thank you again. Before leaving, I wanted to say thank you so much for choosing to watch it here versus watching it alone versus watching it with another YouTuber. The fact that you guys woke up early, if you guys are in the States, and watched it here really means the world to me. So thanks so much for doing that. And of course, thanks for subscribing. What we're going to do now is we're just going to go over it and I'll give you my my honest reaction and thoughts of exactly what is happening. So really excited. Honestly, it was a really fun time. So let's actually review and talk about that of what is exactly going on, right? What did we get? Third-party showcase. Well, the Nintendo Direct Mini just happened, and there is actually a lot of cool things in here, and some things that not too many people honestly care about. At least it's a hasty generalization, but as you can see over here, the entirety of Capcom's Monster Hunter expansion is going to be happening. Now, we did predict that from Nintendo's website. What did I do? Yeah, Nintendo's website was over here, and we were literally going through the different games at Nintendo.com. Nintendo.com, and like we literally went through this. Watch, we clicked on Nintendo games, and then we said, all right, well, here are the games that are going to be coming soon, right? So you click on that, and literally the things that are third party that fall into this are the ones that we got information on. Monster Hunter Rise right over here, Live Alive, No Man's Sky showed up, Mario Rabbids. We didn't get any Bayonetta, unfortunately. And then none of this other random shovelware that honestly no one really cares too much about. Minecraft Legends had a little bit. Surprisingly enough, I don't know if they're just classifying Bayonetta as first party because they own Platinum Games, but I don't know. That was kind of like the gray area. But nonetheless, let's go back and talk exactly of what happened over here. So Sunbreak is great. Like, Capcom really loves the Monster Hunter franchise, and although I don't play it as often as other people do, I'm a big fan of the series for what it does, right? It takes the same old concept of hunting down all these brand new, crazy cool looking monsters, using your favorite weapons, learning new weapons, adding a new gimmick every generation, and going from there. So yeah, if you already know how to use the longbow, it's gonna be the same thing as it was in the previous games. So it just overall looks really good. I think that, yeah, the game looks really fun. Absolutely, floored by how well the Capcom team does this. So Malzeno is the new monster here. And then they have some, there's 3 amiibo. There's a collector's edition that comes with the amiibo. Then you could find, the little Palamute and the Palico together. Yeah, or separately, I'm sorry. But the monsters just look really good. Honestly, it's really fun. So, hands up at home if you play the Monster Hunter games. If you haven't, I would definitely recommend it. Find a group of friends to play with. It's way more fun going on a raid. And just hunting down a monster and then carving them at the very end and getting some armor and building it. It's just really, really good. I sunk hundreds of hours into Monster Hunter, and I love every minute of it. So anyway, we won't go through all of this stuff, but at the end of the day, the graphics look amazing. That's actual gameplay, not necessarily all cutscenes. What they did announce over here that they've got some more content coming soon to really focus on bolstering out the free title updates, right? I don't feel this is a rush. This is like, hey, you know what? We've got updates that you can keep on playing, and we've already scheduled out. So this is, hold on. This is what games can take an example from. It's beautiful, right? Here we go. Here's exactly when you can expect. We're not going to give you the exact date because we're still working on it. But in August, you can expect this. In fall, in winter, and in 2023, we've got more plans to keep you going. Now imagine if Animal Crossing New Horizons did something like this, right? Where they scheduled out a map of their brand new updates of when they were going to do stuff, right? Can you imagine if they did something like that? How much more happy fans would be at the transparency of the developers. That's why I love Capcom so much, because they know exactly what to do and they check all the boxes. Not only do they do that, they plan out their roadmap for this game, but they go out, they give us the release date, which is great if you have Monster Hunter Rise, and they give you a demo that's available now. So you can be like, all right, cool, I want this expansion. You can play the demo, and here you go. You can do even more stuff. It's just so good. So take a lesson. So now take a look at that and scale it back to the last two games we got from Nintendo, which is Battle League, Mario Strikers Battle League, and Nintendo Switch Sports. Like, we don't have anything like that. Anyway, moving on. Battle to Reclaim Earth. This was cool. NieR Automata. What is it? Automata? Yeah, NieR Automata. I remember when this game came out, like, sometime, a while ago. I had some friends play this, and they're like, oh, yeah, this game's really awesome. Difficulty's really hard. It's really great. Storyline was cool. It looks like Bayonetta to me, honestly, and since I am not apparently getting Bayonetta anytime soon, I think I'm just going to pick up this game, and it'll satisfy that exact same concept of running around, doing combos with swords, and just looking like a boss while doing it. The story seems really compelling. I'm just overall excited to see that we, as Nintendo Switch owners, got this game that everyone else had for a while. So that's a win. That's a win in my book. Is it for you? It's probably not. I don't know. Maybe it is. Maybe you might like it. Some exclusive costumes. Square Enix, again, right? Like we said at the beginning. Insert obligatory Square Enix game here. Insert obligatory, like, Capcom game here, because those are the third-party developers that do such a good job at releasing their content. So anyway, moving on. October 6th for that. That looks good. This, I mean, I knew that there was going to be some shovelware in here, and I don't want to dismiss a game as shovelware, but, like, you have a fine line of Indie World Showcase, and you also have the Nintendo Direct Mini, right? So I honestly don't know who makes this, like, murder mystery game that looks completely indie and really not at the level of polish and shine as, like, the two other previous games. I don't think that you can even play in the same field when it comes to this game here. It just looks so... It looks so indie. I'm not knocking it. I'm just questioning why it's here. Lorelei and the Laser Eyes. I'm sorry, who's this? Annapurna Simogo? Who is that third party? Like, yeah, that's indie, but, like, I'm looking for AAA third party, but technically it's still third party. So how did this get, like, a bump up from Indie World Showcase, right? I usually pass on those because, like, I would expect this kind of game over there. It's gonna be fun for those of you guys that play it, but, like, am I expecting that? No, I'm not. Yo, how do you lead after Monster Hunter with that, right? It's crazy. Classic characters on Nintendo Switch, they said. So this is interesting. I totally discounted Konami, right? Konami's a huge AAA developer, so they came out here and they did Super Bomberman R, which makes me want to go back and actually finish Super Bomberman R. Which was one of the early Nintendo Switch titles that I played a little bit of. I've got good friends that work at Konami over here, and I love Bomberman. I grew up playing that game. Yeah, so I'm really excited about that. It's the same gameplay, new coat of paint, and here we go. I hope they didn't showcase any boss battles, so that was kind of lame. Here we go. Another Capcom. Insert Capcom game here. Oh my gosh, I didn't realize that there were so many Mega Man Battle Network games. I thought this was going to be another legacy collection of Mega Man, but now that I'm looking at all of the icons, that's crazy for those of you guys that are fans of Battle Network. This is really cool. I've played through one of these games before, and I had a blast with it. Did I play through all, like, 10 titles? No, I didn't. But this Legacy Collection has all of them in there, and now it's on Nintendo Switch, and you can own them. You don't have to worry about emulating or finding them on Game Boy Advance or something weird. Like, you're done. It's there. Thank you for doing that, Capcom. We appreciate your service. Right? Now, Nintendo, take a note and give us all these old games that we want. Pac-Man, Bandai Namco, like, I didn't expect this out of anywhere. But I guess that's cool. Makes me want to play through the older Pac-Man games. But this is going to be a reboot, so I couldn't even name what a Pac-Man game is. Outside of, like, Pac-Man and Mrs. Pac-Man. So I remember he made it into 3D, but I never really paid attention to it. I always thought it was like a weird 3D platformer that will never hold a light up to Mario 64 or any of the Mario games. So, maybe I'll give this one a shot. I was pleasantly surprised about that. This is, like, super indie. Two Unlikely Friends, it was, like, called Blanc or something like that. Really cute, like, very minimal aesthetics puzzle game where you use a little doggy and a deer in order to traverse the snow fields. Really cute. Again, very indie vibes for me. Having this follow up on Pac-Man and follow up on MEGAMAN is just like, dude, are you even in my league? But anyway, it looks really cute, right? It looks really cute with Blanc. That's what it's called. Yeah, so go for it. Give it a shot. Gearbox Publishing. Blanc the game. All right, great. This one I was very questioning this. It was called some sort of pirate game. No idea what it was called. Like, the entire trailer was just cinematics. Like, I don't care about cinematics. Like, when Nintendo gives you the platform of a Nintendo Direct Mini with thousands of people watching, not necessarily live, but an upload, like, you gotta put your best foot forward, dude. I get it. With a trailer, you show the cinematics, do all that stuff, but there's gotta be gameplay footage. And there wasn't actual gameplay footage. It was like just cutscenes. Nothing on the UI. Nothing like, is this a card game? Is this a platformer? Is it a point-and-click adventure? What do you do? And this is like something that I would see from an Indie World showcase. So I didn't think that this was 100% welcomed at this Nintendo Direct Mini. But, you know what? They can't all be winners. So new adventure begins. Here we go. Kind of funny and silly, whimsical pirate. He throws a thing. I don't know. Not really for me. Not trying to knock it, but I'm very unimpressed at the visuals and how they put their best foot forward. They showed zero gameplay. Return to Monkey Island. All right, great, cool. Who makes this game? Lucasfilms. Wow, okay. I'm sorry, Lucasfilm makes this game. 2022 Lucasfilm. All right, cool. Return to Monkey Island. Lucasfilm. Okay, they're making non-Star Wars things? Great. But like all the Star Wars stuff that they make is like really good. So how is that anything similar? Anyway, so one of the big things I was most excited for was Mario Rabbids Sparks of Hope. We called it out. Like, it's inevitable. Ubisoft does an amazing job with the first one when they were given the rights to the Mario characters. And honestly, they put a lot of polish, a lot of hard work into this franchise. And if you haven't already played the first one, I'm sure you can get it for free because they're practically giving the game out with how cheap it was back in the day. But yeah, it's so good. It's honestly so good. So what they did here is they showcased a little bit more about the game. They didn't really showcase too much of the new gimmicks out here, but they went through and they showed you what kind of gameplay the game actually is. You have your perimeter over here. It's very XCOM for those of you guys that played that. You can move around with your little area. You can do dashes. You can do attacks. They showed a little bit of showcases of new weapons over here. You're getting new things called Sparks, which is those little rabid Lumas that are floating around over here. They go through some battle, which is fine. You know, that's exactly it. It shows gameplay. It shows the gameplay footage of how the game is actually going to be. Love it. And then they show a little bit of new gimmicks over here of teaming up with your opponent and flying over here. Yeah. Really good. And then they say, you know what, there's going to be another showcase over here a little bit later on Ubisoft's official channel. So, yeah, absolutely ride that. Bowser coming on board as an actual teammate. I love that. I love that so much, right? October 20th. And we called that, right? Because you have Splatoon in September. You have Pokemon in November. What's going to come out in between? It's got to be a really, really big, hard-hitting game. And this is it. So you got a month to play this before Pokemon comes out. And that's exactly what we're going to be doing. So now you take a look at the release calendar, and dude, the holidays are jam-packed. September Splatoon, October Mario Rabbids, November is going to be your Pokemon Violet, Scarlet Violet. What's going to happen in December? Honestly, not a lot. But that's okay. Pre-orders begin to get today. There's going to be a Mario Rabbids showcase. I do want to stream that. Yeah, I absolutely do want to stream that. It looks really good. I'm very happy for this. Anyway, Partner Showcase showing on this game. I don't know. This is another insert JRPG here. I feel that these are dime a dozen. Cygames Inc. Little Noah Scion of Paradise. It's like a side-scrolling Metroid battler RPG. Kind of looks like an app game, to be honest. Kind of like MEGAMAN-esque with like moves and supers and stuff like that. No idea, but all right, cool. I mean, a little something for everyone. How do you follow up Mario Rabbids Sparks of Hope? None other than a train game. Whoa! Yo, this is Epic Games? Dang, Epic Games has a lot of money. And they're releasing a train game. Cool. Again, different strokes for different folks. Am I gonna waste any of my time playing the train game? No, I'm not. But if you like trains, here you go. Cool. Something I would see in an Indie World showcase, but hey, it's Epic Games, so like, alright, take the platform, man. Nothing like Fortnite, nothing... The brand new season of Fortnite with no build mode, I don't know. This is like the epitome of RPG time. Another, RPG that's just like, I like the aesthetic, looks really cute. Just out of someone's like journal over here, use the eraser. Very like Scribblenauts vibe, but again, it's... Maybe I'm expecting really AAA titles and not like indie. This is the polish of an indie game. Like, this is something you'd see in space. What is that? Indie World Showcase. But looks kind of interesting, right? Go for it. Sonic Frontiers, great. So we talked about Sonic Frontiers a little bit earlier. It was like, hey, heads up. We have a new Sonic game coming out. It's kind of taking the mixture of Breath of the Wild. It's going to be a lot more open world, and you're going to be running around, right? So this is the reused footage that they used on IGN when they did that. Just showcasing a couple things about Sonic and the grind rails and open world and rails that lead to nowhere and weird enemies over here that you're just going to, spin dash over, do your homing attack, do some little attacking combos, spin around the side, do some deflection, which kind of shows it. That's kind of great. Yeah, do some cool little abilities over here. The game looks great. It looks solid. I just want to find out more about it. They have some special stages over here that you can jump into and collect. They showed like Green Hill Zone aesthetics right over here with those little rotobots, little loop-to-loop. You're collecting keys. Really no story. It's just like, all right, here's what we're working on, but what else is there, right? What's the big overarching story? Yeah, there's robots. What's that floating little pink thing over here? Available this holiday? You better release this in like December or something, right? Because remember, we have a very, very tight holiday schedule for the AAA big titles. So where are you going to squeeze this in, man? And I don't like juggling two games. So as a developer, you have to say, all right, well, you have to go to Nintendo and propose, we want to do this date. Nintendo's going to say, no, that's too close to Splatoon. You're only going to shoot yourself in the foot. No, it's too close to Pokemon. Like, you can't have the same stuff. They have to expand it out and, like, spread it. So, I don't know what this holiday means, but I'm happy that Sonic got some info. This over here we called... I wanted to play this game because I like Disney and I like Animal Crossing. So this is going to be a life sim game, but you're going to be playing through, like, all of the Disney characters. And you're going to live a life, and it's going to be fun. You're going to love it. Here is Scrooge McDuck. And here is Mickey. And you have to just, like, build things. I don't know. I just want to be able to see stuff. And can you be a guy avatar? Because all I'm seeing are girl avatars. Oh, there we go. Okay, great. Thanks. Thanks for clarifying that. The demographic is definitely going to be maybe 80% female, 20% male. I'll be the 20% and I'll play it for you guys. I think it looks really cute. So, yeah. Yeah, ooh, look at that. Ooh, check out the drip. I love it. Dreamlight Valley. So, Early Access is available September 6th. So, this is kind of not fun. That's not fun for me. Early access. That's not the official game release. When is Splatoon coming out in September 9th, right? Let me see. Yeah, dude, come on. 3 days before Splatoon, you're shooting yourself in the foot, GameLoft. What are you doing? Like, we have all of August. Nothing's happening in August, man. That's the perfect time for it. It's just 3 days before Splatoon early access available. All right, great. Hey, everyone, it's Abdallah here. We're going to be juggling Dreamlight Valley for 3 days, and then we're going to be going into Splatoon, where Splatoon's going to be way more popular, right? Like, what are you doing? You're competing against Nintendo's first AAA first-party title. Like, so I was very frustrated about this, but I don't know. Maybe they're going to give Xbox and PlayStation and Steam even earlier access other than September 6th. I don't know. I honestly don't know what they're thinking with that, but it's going to be fun either way. Maybe you don't like Splatoon, so you're going to play this game the entire time. But me, I like Splatoon, so adventure is on the go. All right, here we go. What was this? Oh, Live Alive. Great. This is the JRPG that was only available in Japan, and now it's here in the United States with a full localization. Great. Odds are you've never heard of this game, but I guess people like it a lot. Do you have time for another awesome 100-hour JRPG? If so, grab this game. I'm sure it's going to look great. The aesthetic looks very Chrono Trigger-esque, and I love Chrono Trigger growing up. There's a demo available later on today. That first 3 chapters, that's great. So that's like a winning move. Hold on, DORAEMON. This is a winning move because look, odds are you don't know what the heck this game is. But, I mean, there's a lot of hype around it. People have been waiting for this game, right? Very niche amount of people enjoy this. And now there's a demo, so you can actually find out, hey, do I like this game? Do I want to commit to a $60 game? Cool. Play the first 3 chapters and then transfer the save data. That is a recipe for success every time. Every game needs to do that. Hands down. Period. End of story. Done. Great. Do that. Thank you. Thank you, please, and thank you. DORAEMON over here. Really big franchise in Japan. I don't know how big that is. I don't know how big that is in the United States. It's called DORAEMON Story of Seasons, Friends of the Great Kingdom. Is this like Harvest Moon, but DORAEMON skin? I don't know. I don't really pay attention to DORAEMON, but he's a cute little cat. And we're noticing that in this direct, I think there was at least 3 farming games. 3 or 4 farming simulator life sim games. I don't know, man. Maybe they're just trying to capitalize on people loving Animal Crossing and Harvest Moon or whatever. This is very right along that. So, yeah, I mean, it's a big franchise in Japan. How big is it here in the United States? Probably not as big. But I don't know. That's just me. I've never watched it. So anyway, so this was interesting. Mo Yang over here released, a trailer of this a while ago, like maybe like, I don't know, like a couple days ago, a week. And I was really excited for it. I'm like, this is great. This is a non-creative mode where you can actually play through the game, like the other Minecraft game that came out that was like Diablo. I forget what that one was called. But this looks really great. I would 100% play this because I want like a story and I want to go through the story. I don't want to create random stuff. So that Minecraft thing, that comes out next year. So why are you even talking to me about it? This looks really cute. We did say Square Enix is going to be hard carrying this presentation. Dragon Quest Treasures is really cute. They're going to take the Dragon Quest IP, with your little dragon slimes and your little bat dudes. And you're just going to like run around in like a pseudo little open world over here. You're going to look for treasure. It looks really cute. Great graphics. Those of you guys like the Dragon Quest games, it's not the most popular here in the United States, but in case you like it, give it a shot. Looking around, gathering treasure, leveling up, catching monsters, battling monsters. Like, it's the tried and true, like, Dragon Quest kind of experience, but more like third person, right? Very Blasters. Yokai Watch Blasters. Diablo. Yeah, I think it looks really good. Dragon Quest Treasures in December 9th. Is this going to be the big December title? No, it's not, but it's still good. So now they do the little, the carousel of all these different games. No Man's Sky, like, looks kind of interesting. I heard it had a rocky launch back in the day, but I'm sure it's good. Fire Emblem Warriors, whoa, Koei Tecmo, right? And Nintendo did that one. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, because it's Fire Emblem, interesting. No Man's Sky, great. I was questioning why Fire Emblem made it in there. The game's already out, but cool. Go play it. This, again, like, these games, I don't know what these are. They look kind of cool. I'm sure that there's an audience for them. Wow, look at those rats, man. This is Captain Velvet Meteor, the Jump Plus Dimensions. I'm sorry, I don't know what any of this is. This is like, alright, you're gonna get a little bit of screen time. Make something happen. And then we got, oh yeah, thanks for reminding me, Portal's here. I would like to go buy Portal, please, and actually stream this game. Maybe not this week, but maybe next week we can do a little Portal walkthrough. I have been blind to Portal ever since the game came out, so it's going to be a new experience for me. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of backseat gamers that are saying, oh, you got to do this, X and Y. Get ready to get banned out of the chat, because I want to figure this out myself. It's a puzzle game. Looks really fun. So, like, I've been completely blind to the entire franchise, but you can go over here on Nintendo Switch and get it. I heard this is, like, an amazing game, right? People revere about Portal, so I want to give it a shot. Farm Fight and Forge Friendships, again, like, yo, we did that in 2 titles ago with the Disney game and the other DORAEMON game. But this looks really cool because it's like HARVESTELLA or whatever it's called. It looks exactly like a Harvest Moon game. It looks like an Animal Crossing game. And not only are you like planting crops and cooking recipes, which is very Animal Crossing, but now you have the Square Enix touch where you're going to come over here like Xenoblade Chronicles and you're going to knock out special moves and destroy other monsters and like collect gold and just continue like building out your town, or else like Doomsday is going to come over here and you got to prevent the Doomsday from happening. So there's an overarching story where like all Quietus is coming and you got to watch out because all your crops are going to die and the people are going to die. Like, it's so cool. Like, this is the Animal Crossing game I want, right? Not just stuck on a dumb little island that Tom Nook sold you, right? No, I want to be able to sail to another island and do some cool stuff. We didn't get anything like that. Anyway, this is cool. I mean, it's such a unique, niche-looking title, but it's like, it's got a JRPG mix with Animal Crossing, and it just looks really cool looking, right? And considering the fact that it's from Square, like, you cannot go wrong with it. 100%, man. Square is gonna, that's that seal of approval, man. HARVESTELLA looks good. But November 4th, man, that's Pokemon month. Who's gonna play that? Right? Okay, and then HARVESTELLA November 4th. Oh, I'm sorry. We're gonna move on. And then, of course, Morgana comes over here along with the Teddy and says, hey, those of you guys that are Persona fans, we've got the Persona games that are coming your way, which is Persona 5 something or rather, Persona 4 something or rather, Persona 3 something or rather. Forgive me for abbreviating it. I'm not really a fan of these games. But they look really rad. They look really good. Like, yeah, great. Persona 5 Royal? Is that Persona 5? You guys are going to have to school me. Is that the exact same game that people were, like, raving about when Joker was released into Smash Bros. Or a little bit before then? That we said, why isn't this game on Nintendo Switch? And now it's, like, years. Yeah, I don't know. It's cool. It's like it definitely appeals to like the teens or whatever, like JRPG, school, you know, making friends and all that stuff. And now you have like robots and stuff like that. Cool. Great. Yeah. So it's an enhanced version of the game. Yeah, so now you have all of these, which is great, right? I mean, more content the merrier. It seems really, really great. So Persona games coming eventually. Starting off with Persona 5, which was arguably the most successful one, and they got Joker into Smash Bros, and it was great. So go for it. Yeah, are those games appealing to you? If they are, and you want another 100-hour RPG, plus, here we go, right? So that was it. That was the Nintendo Direct Mini Showcase. This is what you missed. So a lot of things coming out. Really nothing filling out August. Or even July. I mean, we got this Fire Emblem games, 3 Hopes, which is a good game. But again, it's a Warriors game, and I'm going to be playing it soon. So really nothing in August. So kind of a miss there. September is really when things start gearing up for the holidays. So I don't know what we're going to be playing in August, but maybe go through some old Sonic games or some other thing. You tell me what you're going to be doing in August and July, and maybe we might piggyback off of that. But anyway, let me know what you guys thought of all of the Nintendo Direct. What did you enjoy most? What are you looking forward to? Are you a fan of any of those like niche, really indie-looking games, right? Did that train simulator game really speak out to you? I want to know, right? Anyway, looking forward to it all. And as usual, we'll be covering as many of the very awesome ones as we can on the channel because we love doing variety over here. So I'd love to have you hit that subscribe button and join us. That'd be great. Holy moly, man. Yeah, Nintendo Direct has been fun. It's been really fun. Yeah, it's good. It's good. Is it the Nintendo Direct that we wanted? No, it's not. We all wanted more. We wanted Mario. We wanted Mario Kart DLC, right? Like, we wanted Zelda. No, guys. It's not happening. Nintendo already said it, so. Okay, that's the showcase, man. What else do you guys want to talk about? I kind of want to low-key go back to bed, man. Tired. So what did we get right? I should have wrote down what we were like hard predicting. We got like a majority of it right. We didn't get any Yokai Watch, of course not, right? Not happening. But anyway, let's all talk to you guys right now. What are we thinking? I'll bring the chat right over here so that we can kind of read that on stream and see what you guys are thinking. I'll zoom in a little bit more. What game are you most excited for? Let's zoom in and talk to all of our peeps. Feel free. All right, man, that was it was good. It was good. I enjoyed it thoroughly. It was a good time. Okay, we got Mario plus Rabbids. That's fine. And Ubisoft is going to do a presentation tomorrow. Very happy about that, right? Very happy about that. Pac-Man World, T-Man? Yeah, you're excited for Pac-Man World. It's been a long time since we heard another Pac-Man game. Since Pac-Man Party. Square Enix and Konami carried the show. Yeah, they always will, right? Those are the third-party AAA developers, 100%. Cairo, you like that Portal? Ooh, I want to get that Portal so bad right now. I want to jump on my Nintendo Switch and download it. I'm going to do it. Gemma, Harvestella? Ooh, that looks good, right? Yeah, dude, I'm so for it. But I know that it's not going to be super popular on my channel, so I might pass, especially since like Pokemon's coming out in November, so we'll see. Savannah Dreamlight Valley looks really good. I mean, I hope that they'll do Steam early access beforehand, because I could have sworn I did a Google search on that and it said like later on Nintendo Switch. So maybe we're gonna get it in August. I don't know. Joshy, excited for Sonic Frontiers? Yeah, that's gonna be great. A Disney game and the Mario one. Yeah, okay, that's it. That's it. I mean, Harvestella looks good. I mean, but is it what kind of farming life simulator game do you want, right? Do you want the super bright and Disney character one? Do you want the quirky Japanese anime cartoony one? Or do you want the crazy Square Enix JRPG action adventure life sim farm game? You have 3 choices. Literally 3 choices in this exact direct for the exact same kind of game. So that's crazy to me. Or you want to go back to Animal Crossing New Horizons and play that game all over again, considering it's a dead game now and they're not going to support it anymore. So like what? What are you going to do? Sorry to burst your bubble. They're not supporting it. Any train game fans? Yeah? Epic Games, dude. Yo, Epic Trains. Gosh, I'm bad. I usually don't really make fun of other games, but that was ridiculous. Don't put that in there. That was more of like not fan service, but like keeping up with Epic Games and saying, "Yo, you working on anything? You're working on a train game? All right, cool. Yeah, we respect you as a company and we want your money. So just put your game in here, right?" I don't know, man. It's funny. Kotetsu, the direct is what I thought it would be. Exactly. That was it, right? We said at the beginning, keep your expectations low. We knew that there was going to be third-party developers like Konami and Square Enix and all that other stuff. And Capcom, that's exactly what it was. So, yeah, just really, really excited for it. But anyway, it's a different landscape, right? It's a different landscape because it's usually right around this time is when we would go to E3 and E3 would be open and you would be able to see all the different games that they're working on, right? Could you imagine if this in-person E3 just had these games, that would be rough. If their headlining game at E3 2022 was Mario Rabbids Sparks of Hope, that would be rough. Considering the fact that previous E3s had like Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild E3. It was so good. I lived in that booth all day when I was there. So, I don't know. Good to see you. What's up? Sonic Frontiers, excited for that. Looking forward to Minecraft Legends. Like, dude, that's 2023. They didn't even give us a release date. Don't even waste my time. Like, I'm excited for it, sure, but okay, great. MEGAMAN, that's good. MEGAMAN Battle Network, great. I need more MEGAMAN collections. Do we have one on Nintendo Switch? I think we do. Like MEGAMAN X collection or MEGAMAN Classics? I don't remember. Something like that. Yeah, it's like, again, there's really nothing happening on first party Nintendo. It's like developers, third party developers, what do you got, man? We're scraping by. All we have is Splatoon. We couldn't even get Bayonetta this time around. Like, come on. Yeah, Mario Rabbids, Portal. Those are the things that I'm going to walk away with, honestly. Mario Rabbids and Portal. That was it. That was it. Am I going to play through any of those JRPGs? No, I'm not. Do I have extra hundreds of hours to do that? No, I don't. Probably the only other RPG-esque game I'd play is the Disney one. And I really want to look at Dream Valley. What is it called? Disney Dreamlight Valley. Did they update their page? Available on September 6th. Oh, what? What are you talking about? They did update this. Available on September 6th. They updated it literally today, I think. September 6th. Yeah, that's 3 days before Splatoon, guy. What are you doing? Yo, read the room. So, wish list you can do. Nintendo Switch and other thing is coming soon. I mean, I'll play it. I hope that we can get early access. Didn't they do something like a Founders Edition? Starting on September 6th, will be available in early access for players who purchase a Founders Pack or an Xbox Game Pass ahead of the free-to-play launch in 2023. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. Give me more information on what a Founders Pack is, right? And what is that the same thing on Nintendo Switch? What's a Founders Pack? What is this? Yo, figure it out. Anyway, where are we at? Oh, we're still over here. Great. Nintendo Direct Mini. And then let's put up the chat. All right. Anything else you guys want to talk about? Anything else? Okay, so you guys excited for Mario Rabbids, Pac-Man, Sonic, and Portal? Yeah, that's good. I mean, Sonic has to be the December release. But honestly, like, dude, you're competing against big things that are happening in November. So you better figure your stuff out, man. All right. You're watching the Disney Channel. Yeah, that's probably what they're going to say over here. All right, guys, that's all I got for today. Thanks so much for enjoying the Nintendo Direct. It was a fun time. I had a great time chatting with all of you. Let me know in the comments what you guys thought of the Direct itself, Direct Mini, and let's go from there. I'm going to probably end up downloading Portal later on today and maybe squeezing that out next week or the week after. That's gonna, you know what, honestly, I don't have to rush that, right? I've got Cuphead DLC literally waiting for me on my computer that I have to go through and play. Nintendo hooked me up with the code with Fire Emblem 3 Hopes, so I'm gonna go through and play at least the preview of that. I don't know if I want to commit to the full game. And then, like, July, we don't really have anything, right? I still have Sonic Origins I gotta finish up. July, we don't have anything, so let's just play Portal. Let's play Portal for a week and see what that game's like. Any other suggestions? Any other suggestions for July or for July? I can't even talk, man. Any other suggestions for July? What do you want to see? What is there? What's happening in August? What are we playing? All right, this is honestly where I will take feedback from the chat right now. What are we even playing in July? What are we doing? Nothing. Are you still coasting on Fire Emblem 3 Hopes for like 2 weeks and then like that's mid-July? August, maybe I'll replay Mario Rabbids, maybe. I don't know. I mean, we play Fall Guys. I'm going to commit to doing that at least every Friday. That's fun, right? What else? Maybe play a different Sonic game? Maybe we go and we do the old school Sonic game. I don't know. Right? What are we doing? We're going to go play through Splatoon 2? No, I don't really want to. I'm very burnt out of that game. Maybe play the Mario and Luigi games. That's a huge undertaking. That's like at least 50 hours. We'll see. Okay, so if Pac-Man World comes out in August, okay, talk to me about this, Elijah. What are the old Pac-Man games? Pac-Man World? What are these games? So that is in August. Let's see, Pac-Man World Wikipedia. How do I play this game? That game is 22 years old. Oh my gosh, I'm old. That game came out in 1999, Pac-Man World. Oh my goodness. What is this? Pac-Man 3D games. RE-PAC? Oh gosh. Pac-Man World. Wow. 3D games. Oh my gosh. There's 3 of them. Oh my god. And what is this? Pac-Man Ghostly Adventures? I don't play these games. List of Pac-Man games. So which one is the Pac-Man World a remake of? The first one? I don't know, man. I need a Pac-Man expert over here because this is quite interesting. RE-PAC? Re-PAC? Oh my gosh. Pac-Man Re-PAC. I don't need to reveal it. Here we go. RE-PAC. Where is like the official Bandai Namco site? Why am I getting all these other ones? Alright, whatever. I'm not gonna deal with it. I'm too tired. I'm too tired to deal with that nonsense. You tell me what the heck Pac-Man is, and maybe we'll play through some of the games. I don't know. Yeah, so what else are we doing? What else are we doing in July? You give me some... give me some ideas. But I don't mind. We can play Pac-Man. That's fine. But, like, if RE-PAC is coming out late August, then that bleeds into September, which is the Disney game and Nintendo's Splatoon. So... yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. So, anyway. Alright. That's it. We're going to have a good time. Yeah, that's it. We're going to figure it out. Alright, thanks for all your suggestions. I'm going to go back to bed. We'll see you guys on the next one. Thanks again for watching the Nintendo Direct. And be sure to hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, and tell me in the comments what you're most excited for with this Nintendo Direct Mini. But that's going to be it for us. Have a great rest of your day. And shout out to the mods for keeping track of over, what? Hello? Over like 3,000 people that were watching. Yeah, big round of applause to them. Good job. But that's it. We'll see you guys on the next one. Have a great rest of your day. Take care.